As always, it is so great to have you here, and I hope you're all staying safe and healthy out there. Anyways, today we're gonna grab some canned chickpeas and a couple other basic pantry staples. We're gonna make a recipe that's so much better than fast food or takeout, but most importantly, that it's gonna fill you with so much goodness. We're talking Mediterranean chickpea hummus wraps. And let me tell you, these wraps have layer upon layer of so many amazing flavors. The recipe's super easy to make, and the best part, it's all done in about 20 minutes. Folks, serve these wraps next to a handful of chips and a couple ice cold beers. You're gonna have yourself the best moment in your day. All right, let's just jump right into this. I'm gonna drain 2 cans of chickpeas into a colander and rinse the chickpeas under some water. Size of the cans that I'm using are 15.5 ounces, which is 440 grams each. And then we'll shake off any of the excess water. Then we'll heat a large fry pan with a medium heat. Add in the rinsed chickpeas and drizzle in 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 30 milliliters. Make sure to use the good stuff here, and this is what truly makes a difference. Leave where you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. And we're going to pan roast the chickpeas between 3 to 4 minutes. You want to make sure to mix this continuously. After about 4 minutes and the chickpeas are lightly pan roasted, we'll turn off the heat. Add in 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.5 grams. 3/4 teaspoon of ground cumin, which is 2 grams. And season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together, and then leave the chickpeas to sit there. That way they can come to room temperature. For the next step, let's make the hummus. I'm going to drain 1 can of chickpeas into a colander and rinse the chickpeas under some water. Once again, size of the cans that I'm using are 15.5 ounces, which is 440 grams each. Then we'll shake off any of the excess water. Transfer the chickpeas into a food processor. And we'll run the food processor between 30 seconds to 1 minute or until the chickpeas are well blended. You can also use a handheld blender here or even a NutriBullet. And you want to make sure to get in there at the halfway point and scrape down on the sides. Once the chickpeas are well blended, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of tahini paste, which is 45 grams. If you can't find this in your area, you can sub for peanut butter or even almond butter. We'll also add in 2 cloves of garlic, half a teaspoon of ground cumin, which is 1.5 grams, 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 30 milliliters. Once again, link where you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. And squeeze in 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, which is 15 milliliters. And we'll season with sea salt and just a kiss of freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll run the food processor between 1 to 2 minutes until all the ingredients are well blended. And once again, make sure to get into at the halfway point and scrape down on the sides. Once all the ingredients have been blended and with the motor still running, I'm going to add in between 1 to 2 tablespoons of water, which is between 15 to 30 milliliters, until you end up with the desired creamy texture. And that's the exact texture I like for hummus. If you want yours to be thicker or thinner, you suggest how much water you add in there. Either way, make sure to give it a taste test. That way your seasonings are right on the money. Okay, let's move back to the pan roasted chickpeas. Once they're cool enough to handle, I'm going to transfer them into a large bowl, along with 1/3 cup of chopped red onion, which is 50 grams, half a cup of chopped red bell pepper, which is 75 grams, and half a cup of chopped English cucumber, which is also 75 grams. And we'll give it a mix until everything's well mixed together. For the final step, let's start assembling our wraps. I'm going to grab a large flour tortilla and spread some of the hummus over it. Then we'll add in some of our chickpea mixture. And tightly roll it just like you would a burrito. And check it out, folks. Our Mediterranean chickpea hummus wraps are done easy to make, simple heart-healthy ingredients, and all done in about 20 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Seriously folks, look how beautiful this looks. I cannot wait to try this. Here we go. Take a bite. I'm telling you, this is so good. Like I've told you in the past, that saying, you are what you eat. Well, I want to be these wraps right here. They have so many great flavors. The chickpeas have the texture, that hummus, the creaminess, and the rest of the ingredients, the perfect balance of flavors. Easy to make, heart healthy. Give it a try at home. Once again, next to a handful of chips and a couple ice cold beers, you can have yourself the best moment of your day. Real quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Britt Saunders, Tom Pagano, and Tandy Irvin. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.